A very good morning to you all, kids. This is the last chapter which we have done, the advent of Aryans, and I just opened this page to show you the timeline. Okay, मैंने हर chapter में आप लोगों को कहा है कि just go through the timelines that will help you out to see the things chronologically or in the systematic way how they are arranged in history. Okay, so this is the timeline. This was the 1500 BC, about which we were talking about, when the Harappan civilizations declined, and then the advent of Aryans in this period after 1500 BC to 500 BC to this period, okay, 600 500 BC. And this period of the Vedic age, when the Aryans were here, is divided into two phases: the early Vedic period and the later Vedic period. We have dealt about the early Vedic period in this chapter. Now in this next chapter, which we are going to start today, is about the later Vedic period, how the things organized, got settled, and the Janpads and Mahajanpads, what were the meaning of all that. So let us move to the next chapter and know something more about this later Vedic period, okay? How the life was and how the settlements were there in that time. So this is the later Vedic period and the early states, जो शुरुआती states थे, how the settlements developed और किस तरह से बड़े और भी बड़े settlements बनते चले गए, how the small regions developed into a country like settlements. Okay, सबसे पहली चीज Aryans just settle down in the janas or tribes. वो जहाँ settle हुए उन्हें janas कहते थे. They were a semi-nomadic life. They were living not a perfect settled one. वो थोड़ा बहुत nomadic life भी उनका था. It was a mixture of the nomadic and the settled life. So it is called the semi-nomadic life. Okay. The Aryans moved further in the later Vedic period. They moved further to the Ganga Valley. Okay. The Ganga Yamuna Doab, which we call it. And at the same time, कुछ जो जन थे, जो places where they resided, जहाँ वो रह रहे थे, where their settlements was, they were known as the Janpadas. Janpad, जिसका literal meaning होता है Jan means people and Pad means food. The place where the Aryans set their foot or where they started living, जहाँ उन लोगों ने पहले अपने कदम रखे, okay, where they set their foot and settle down. This is the literal meaning of the Janpadas. So these Janpadas evolved in during that time. और जब ये धीरे धीरे और भी ज़्यादा बढ़ते चले गए, इनमें और ज़्यादा developments होते चले गए, then they were grouped into the Mahajanpads. Okay, मोर एंड मोर लैंड. जब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बड़ा रीजन ये अक्वायर करने लगे, ज़्यादा से बड़े रीजन्स में रहने लगे, इनके सेटलमेंट्स हर तरह से बढ़ते चले गए, तो वो दे वर द जनपदास एंड महाजनपदास. अराउंड 22 जनपदास वर देयर, जिनका कि हर जगह पे आपको डिटेल मिलेगा और आपको पढ़ने को मिलेगा इनके बारे में. जनपदास जो थे, देयर कुड बी अ रिपब्लिक वन. वो एक रिपब्लिक भी हो सकते थे. रिपब्लिक मीन्स व्हाट? अ स्टेट रूल्ड बाय एन इलेक्टेड रूलर और अ मोनार्की ऑल्सो. ये दो तरह के थे. दे वर द रिपब्लिक्स और द मोनार्की. ओके, रिपब्लिक मीन्स जहाँ रूलर विद द कंसेंट ऑफ द पीपल यूज टू रूल, एंड द मोनार्की मीन्स वेयर द person who was ruling over had the final say. Okay, वो सब कुछ रूलर का ही डिसीजन फाइनल होता था. ओके, एंड इट वाज पास्ड फ्रॉम पेरेंट्स टू देयर चिल्ड्रन. जैसे जो रूलर है, ओनली देयर चिल्ड्रन वर द सक्सेसर वंस. ओके, एंड इन द रिपब्लिक वेयर द पावर लाइज विद द पीपल, जहाँ पे लोगों की बात सुनी जाती थी, उनके हिसाब से रूलर्स को चुना जाता था. सो विद द एडिशन ऑफ ऑल द टेरिटरीज, जिस तरह से और भी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टेरिटरीज ऐड होते चले गए, द जनपदास गेन्ड कंट्रोल ओवर लार्ज एरियाज एंड बिकेम महाजनपद, दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी सेड. एंड the rituals like the Rajsuya Yagya, Ashwamedh Yagya, Vajpayee Yagya, all these were carried out at that time. और ये जो चीज़ें थी, they were related with the expansion of the region. Okay, these were the expansion of the territories and the boundaries of the Janpadas and the Mahajanpadas. क्योंकि इनमें सब में कुछ ऐसे रिचुअल्स थे जहाँ किसी न किसी कंडीशन पे दूसरे रीजन्स को अपने में एनेक्स कर लिया जाता था. ओके, दे वर एडेड ऑन. एंड बाय द 6th century BC, कुछ रिपब्लिक्स ऐसे थे या कुछ मोनार्कीज ऐसे थे दैट इमर्ज्ड फ्रॉम पावरफुल एंड केम टू बी नोन एज द महाजनपदास. ओके, कुछ ऐसे जगह भी हैं जहाँ एक्सकेवेशंस किए गए हैं, लाइक काशी, द पाटलिपुत्र, दे रिवील दिस फैक्ट एंड ऑल्सो द बुद्धिस्ट एंड द जैन लिटरेचर ऑफ दैट टाइम reveals that the existence of 16 Mahajanpadas. Okay, they all reveal about the existence of 16 Mahajanpadas, जो बहुत बड़े उस समय के 16 Mahajanpadas थे. I'll send you the detailed list of the places and their capital also. Like for example, it was Kashi in Varanasi, Kuru in Thaneshwar, Malla in Gorakhpur region, Matsya in Jaipur. So these were a few ones जिनका नाम हम लोग यहाँ पे ले सकते हैं. I'll send you the detailed list of the 16 Mahajanpadas of that time. Okay. Now, if we talk about the differences between the republics and the monarchies, the system of ruling in the Mahajanpadas, सबसे पहले, as you all know, the republics where the people have their say. Republics were the democratic in nature. Republic जो थे जनपदास, they were very much democratic, and the monarchies were not in that sense. Monarchies जो थे, जैसा आप जानते हैं, आप different forms of government में भी पढ़ चुके हैं कि monarchies में the king has the last word. The king's word was the last one. He had all the absolute powers. जो वो कहता था वही finally होता था. In a republic, the raja or the chief of the tribe was elected by the assembly. वो एक असेंबली होती थी, लोग जुटते थे और उसमें जिसके भी मेजॉरिटी में जिसकी भी बात सही होती थी, लोग जिसे सही समझते थे उसे अपना रूलर इलेक्ट करते थे. बट इन अ मोनार्की द किंग इनहेरिटेड हिज सीट फ्रॉम हिज फादर. इट वाज एन इनहेरिटेड वन. द rule and the empire just passed on to the children of the ruler. Okay, then the republic, the revenue was claimed by every tribal oligarch. Oligarch means the someone who is part of a small group that forms the government. जो भी revenue था वो उन्हीं लोगों को पास हो जाता था. Okay, and the राजा जो whosoever was working, वो उसके पास या जो person appointed था उसके पास सारा revenue pass on हो जाता था. And the king was the sole recipient of all the revenues. The king was the one जिसके पास सारे treasure होते थे और वो पूरा control होता था उसके ऊपर. People had not to say anything about it. Then in a republic, each raja was free to maintain his own army. हर राजा अपने हिसाब से अपनी आर्मी को मेंटेन करता था. बट इन अ मोनार्की द किंग हैड अ रेगुलर स्टैंडिंग आर्मी. जो रेगुलर स्टैंडिंग आर्मी होती थी उसी को फॉलो करना किंग के लिए बिल्कुल ये था कि उसे वो मानना ही है और उसी स्टैंडिंग आर्मी को फॉलो करना है. उसी में आप जो थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस और द डिसिप्लिन और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आप कर सकते हैं. लेकिन हर राजा इन अ रिपब्लिक वर फ्री टू मेंटेन देयर ओन काइंड ऑफ आर्मी. The priest exercised a great control. ये जो शुरू से हम लोग देखते आ रहे हैं since the ancient time, जैसे जैसे civilizations develop हुए वैसे वैसे ये जो priest थे उनका रोल बहुत ज़्यादा important रहा हमेशा. And that's why they acquired the most important place in the varna system only. Okay, they were the one जिनको सबसे ऊपर और सबसे ज़्यादा महत्व दिया जाता था, सबसे ऊपर जिन्हें रखा जाता था. They had all the important decisions and they had the control over the system and the administration also. The priest exercised a great control over the king in a monarchy. Monarchy में जो राजा था, the priest were knowing कि if the king is in control then everything is going to be according to them only. So अगर जो king है वो priest की बात सुनते हैं तो obviously the things were going in the favor of them. वो उनके फेवर में होता था. तो they knew very well कि if the ruler is there, अगर रूलर ही उनके अंडर में है, उनकी बात सुन रहा है, तो हर किसी को उनकी बात माननी ही है और उन्हें सबसे ऊपर रखा जाता था. बट इन अ रिपब्लिक नथिंग वाज लाइक दैट बिकॉज एवरीबडी हैड अ से इन दैट सिस्टम. सभी लोग अपने हिसाब से अपनी बात रखने के लिए फ्री होते थे रिपब्लिक में. तो वहाँ इतना ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस वॉज देयर. ऑब्वियसली दे वर द एट द टॉप वन इन द वर्ना सिस्टम, लेकिन फिर भी वहाँ इतना ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस प्रिस्ट का नहीं होता था. ओके, and the social life of that time, if we talk about the people, they were governed by the caste system obviously, जो अभी मैंने कहा, and strict rules were made by the priests. जो प्रिस्ट थे, जो ब्राह्मण थे, जो पुजारी थे, strict rules they only were there to make on. And the marriage or the eating together was prohibited between two castes. दो कास्ट के लोग एक साथ बैठ के खा नहीं सकते थे, बहुत ज़्यादा मिलना जुलना नहीं हो सकता था. Marriages were prohibited in two different castes. Separate laws were made for different varnas. हर वर्ण के लिए अलग अलग तरह के rules follow किए जाते थे. Justice was most of the time denied to them, those who were involved in the menial jobs. And though the Brahmins and Kshatriyas were expected to show the higher moral conduct, the punishments given to the Shudras were more severe, obviously, that we talked about. कि जो Shudras थे or the person who were involved in the menial jobs were not very much granted all the time. उनके जो पनिशमेंट्स थे वो कई बार बहुत ज़्यादा हार्श होते थे उन लोगों के कंपैरिजन में, दोज हु बिलोंग टू द प्रिस्ट और द क्षत्रिय वर्ण. ओके, so this was all about the system of that time, the Janpads and the Mahajanpads. And the administrations were also, they had a capital city which was fortified one, जो fortified होता था with the wooden stone or the brick wall से. So at that time a very strong Mahajanpad emerged, a very powerful Mahajanpad emerged at that time, and that was monarchical Mahajanpad, and that was Magad. It was among the 16 topmost ones, and it was very much strong and very powerful kingdom that expanded all the way, or inke rulers, how they ruled. So we will discuss about all these things, the Magad rulers and its administrations, in our next video. So let us move on with the revisions also. आपको रिवाइज करना है चैप्टर 1, 2, 3 and 4 which until 5 which are coming to your exams now. So keep on revising the previous chapters with these ones. आप ये ज़रूर पढ़िए, but focus on the previous chapters which we have already completed and do the exercises which I am sending to you in the written form. Okay, so go through it, go through the chapter, read it and revise the chapters, the old ones. Okay, thank you.